This story comes from South America, from Peru, and it's called The Two Llamas. Way back at the beginning of time, there was peace and harmony. Men and the animals and birds and the fishes and all the creatures of the world lived together in harmony. But I'm sad to say, over time, men became greedy, and men corralled all the animals, owned things. This is mine, not yours. There was no more harmony in the way there used to be. Except at the very top of the Andes. And there were two brothers, and they had their homestead, and they had their families, and they had their animals. And they lived in harmony with their animals, and they didn't corral them, but they looked after them and cared for them, just as they cared for the land. And they had two llamas, a mother and a baby. And one day, the brothers noticed that the llamas had stopped eating, and instead were spending their time looking at the stars. And one of the brothers said to the llamas, "What's the matter? Why aren't you eating?" And then the mother turned and she spoke. "Now that you have asked me, I can tell you. The gods are unhappy with the way man has taken over the world and created disharmony. There will be a flood, and it will cover all of the world, and it will wipe out many, many men and women and children. But you are good. You have helped me, you have helped us. We live together well. I want to warn you, take your family, go higher up this mountain. Take your food stocks, take everything, take your animals with you. And there wait until the waters have come and gone again." And the two brothers listened, and they took it seriously. And so they went higher up the mountain, almost to the very top, and there they built another homestead. And then they moved all the animals and their families and all their possessions that they needed, and lots of food and water. And then they waited. And then the rains came, and the waters rose up, and they could see all around them how the waters rose and rose and rose, and some of the lower mountains disappeared under the water. And then it stopped raining, and the two brothers went down the mountain, and they got as far as their old homestead, and they could see it completely underwater. And it took many, many days, many, many months, and eventually that water began to recede. And the sadness was, there was a lot of devastation. Not many other men and women survived, but the ones who did were the ones who knew how to live in harmony with their planet. And the gods looked down, the creators, and they said to the llamas, "Thank you for helping preserve some of the harmonious people. To reward you, we will place you in the stars. And in the stars, if you look down, you will see the mother llama is the constellation we now call Scorpio, and the baby llama is the constellation they call the Southern Cross." Thank you very much.